Welcome back to the Tracy Trendy Show, my lovelies. It's another day. It's another dollar. And oh my goodness, my loves. I guess Moo Moo wanted Gigi to lose her mind, but she refused to crash out over his silly little Polly plan. My love. She went on TikTok live. Yes, and she broke it all down. Okay? Mumu thought he had this master plan to set up this ultimate poly romance. He brought up both these women to the restaurant, right? We all saw that. And he genuinely expected everything to go just okay. But this man was completely delusional, a little bit slow. One or the other, I'm just saying. Because his plan collapsed in front of his eyes, as we saw. Okay, my loves? Now, Moo, he miscalculated, Bonita's kindness. And, she was quiet until she heard Gigi say, I love him. Because Bonita was walking in there thinking it was a date and not a double date. So, anyway, my loves, after Moo gets drenched and he finally meets up with Gigi, he was like, why didn't you have my back? Why didn't you go after her? So that's how he was. That's how he was. We didn't get to see that. Or maybe we will on this last episode. But my loves, the audacity. So with no further ado, I am going to play Gigi's video.
All right, y'all. So I just want to get on here and just say a few things for real. I keep saying that me and Bonita, we've been knew each other. Me, Bonita, and Damon, we've been knew each other before the show and all of this. Like, I never knew who Bonita was. I never knew her before the show. Um, I never talked to her. I never met her. I never did anything. So that's one thing that I want to clear up. Two, watching the episode, everybody was asking me like, oh, she knew who Bonita was. Bonita didn't know who she was. Like, yes, I did know her name. You feel me? If Damon is talking about Dior or something with his baby mother, he refers to her as Bonita. He don't say my baby mother. Like, that shit is so ghetto. He don't do that. Then on top of that, while we were filming, his mom refers to her as Bonita. So of course I know her name is Bonita. Like, what? On the scene where she threw the water all over him, like, y'all, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful when I said, like, can I sit right here? Like, originally, when I walked into that shit, I never knew that them two was still fucking with each other. I never knew that. I would never play second for a nigga to nobody. Like, I never knew that they still had dealings. But my initial thought when I was going in there was, I don't want to hear shit Demon guy say. I already was going to straight talk to Bonita. You feel me? When I walked into the restaurant and I'm saying, hey, Bonita, first of all, my original thought was, I thought the mom was introducing us to each other so that she can meet me and I can meet her, so she can know who's around her child or whatever else, like some normal shit, like introducing us to each other. I never knew that he was introducing us to each other because he had a polygamous relationship in his head. I never knew that. So when I went in there, I'm like, hey, Bonita, you feel me? And saying like, yeah, that's my man, because that's who it was. Whole time, I ain't think she ready to throw the water because they still fucking with each other. So that caught me off guard. I get to saying this is my man, feel me? Because at this point, I'm just trying to see how this shit right for y'all. But once she threw the water, I already knew what was up. So I'm just like, I'm shocked. Like, y'all are like, oh, I didn't crash out, I didn't do enough. First of all, why am I crashing out about a nigga that I'm just starting to fuck with? Like, yeah, we was fucking with each other while he was in prison, but him just coming home, like, we just getting to know each other in the flesh. Why am I about to be wilding out and doing all that? Like, I'm just observing watching this shit for y'all. Demar asking me why I'm just sitting there not doing nothing. Like, why would I? That don't make sense. Me personally, I just feel like the women should never be going at the other woman unless that woman on some shicey shit. You feel me? Unless you know, like, yeah, you fucking with somebody man, and that's they man, and you know the type of relationship that they got. Other than that, it's like, why you got so much animosity and hostility towards the women? Women need to stop doing that shit. That shit is corny. But yeah, that's really what I thought. And like I said, I was never asking Bonita to get out her seat because I was being smart or being funny and none of that. I really wanted to stay across from him so that I could do my big one. But she already did her big one for me and her. So it was just like, yeah, it is what it is for real.
So there you have it, my loves. There you have it. Mm-hmm. Moo Moo really thought he could pull off a poly setup all over dinner. Okay, he paying the bill, but he completely misread these women. Now, what do you guys think? Was Moo Moo delusional for thinking Bonita and Gigi would go along with this? Or did he really think he had that much game? Or just he just wrong, okay? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Hit me up, my loves. Let's talk about this. Okay? And I guess it's really, it's really refreshing because I was just all of us were not all of us, but we tend to expect the women to go after each other. It tends to be the case, even though it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, get after that man. He's the one that started it all. He's the one that made that vow or that declaration to you that we are going to be exclusive. Okay, so I'm so glad for once that the women turned on him. So he might have been putting his money on the odds. The chances were that the women were going to go after each other, not him. But anyway, my loves, share your thoughts down in the comments section, like and hype, and always subscribe if you have not subscribed. What's holding you back? Doesn't cost you a dime. Neither does hyping, my loves. And I'm going to catch you all out on the flip side.